Good morning.
It was Johnny Depp's last chance to convince a jury he never abused Amber Heard.
I have never in my life committed sexual battery, physical abuse.
The truth, he says, is that Heard was the instigator in their tumultuous, often violent relationship, testifying she hit him on their 2015 honeymoon riding the Orient Express train from Thailand to Singapore.
I took a pretty good shot to the face, to the eye, to somewhere up here. So I had a bit of a shiner.
Heard also said it was a harrowing honeymoon, but insists it was Depp who attacked her on the train.
Squeezing my neck against the railway car.
Heard admits that she did hit Depp in another fight on their staircase in 2015, but says she did it to protect her sister. Heard brought up a rumor that Depp pushed the supermodel Kate Moss down the stairs when they dated in the 90s.
Kate Moss.
Moss testifying by video to dispute that rumor herself.
I slid down the stairs and I hurt my back. He never pushed me, kicked me, or threw me down any stairs.
Depp at times sparring with Heard's legal team during his cross-examination, denying he wrote graphic text messages that his ex's lawyers showed the jury. With just one day before closing arguments, support for Depp continuing to surge on social media. And it's a frenzied scene outside the courthouse.
I want to see the truth come out.
Many traveling from far and wide as this dramatic trial turned public spectacle finally wraps up.
And Amber Heard may be called for a rebuttal testimony by her team today, but time is running out for her to make her case. They only have about an hour and 16 minutes left of allotted time. Hoda.
All right, Miguel, thank you so much. We're going to bring in our legal analyst, Lisa Green. Lisa, let's just start with the public support. It seems like it's really been ramped up, and, you know, the jurors are not supposed to listen or watch or see, but clearly there's this groundswell for Johnny Depp. Will that have any impact, do you think, on the trial?
Well, it's been extraordinary to watch, but legally, this is not a popularity contest, right, Hoda. It's a credibility contest. And what we've watched for weeks on end are attempts by Team Depp to do what they have to do to win this case. They have to prove that Amber Heard not only is lying about the relationship, but that she knows that she's lying, and it's her lies and not his own behavior that's hurt his reputation.
So the bar is high, though, for this, isn't it?
It is. You know, most celebrities would not undergo this ordeal. And remember...
Why not? Why wouldn't
Why? Because it's really, really hard to prove. Yeah. If you're a celebrity, that level of wrong information and intent. Now, remember, Johnny Depp has tried this before, and he tried it in the UK, where it's generally easier to win these cases. A judge heard more or less the same evidence and ruled against him there.
Could jurors look at this whole thing and say, you know what, this is a big old mess. I believe some of him and some of her, but I don't think anyone should get anything because she's suing for $100 million, he's suing for 50.
Sure, and it almost plays like a tawdry divorce case, right? But again, if that happens, if the jurors listen and say a pox on both their homes, there was abuse all around, I don't know who to believe. That's a loss for Johnny Depp. And remember, he's the one who initiated this. He is convinced, obviously, that Amber Heard's op-ed, that's the original issue here, was the seed of destruction of his reputation.
Okay, how about the Kate Moss effect? So Amber Heard mentioned her in the trial, mentioned that there was a rumor or said that he pushed her down the stairs. She came on and said, actually, no, he didn't. Does that really put a ding in her case?
It's one more building block for Team Depp to make that point that they must prove at trial, which is Amber Heard's lying about the relationship. Ultimately, it shouldn't be a major factor, but, you know, there's been no shortage of star power on the witness stand here.
No kidding. And there's an hour and change, as they said, left, and then the jury takes it. Is this, I don't know how these kind of things work with all this detail. They've been talking forever, but how long do you think it'll be before they come up with a verdict?
All I can say is, you know, again, I think you and I both know from covering trials, and of course this is a civil case, not a criminal case, but it's very different to be in the jury room than to be watching this on TikTok or even you and I talking about it. The experience the jurors should have is to limit their thinking to the evidence they heard at court and to remember that the burden in the case in chief is on Team Depp to prove Amber Heard wrong.
Got it. All right, Lisa, thank you. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.